Hey Ty, how are y'all? Good afternoon, good night, good evening. Let's see, we're trying to get Ty Amber on. Let's see, Amber, I'm gonna try to send your request again. Amber,
And
there you go. Hey girl.
hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I am wonderful.
Good, good. It's Taco Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday. Listen, I'm
Wait a
trying to
minute,
take a,
did I already break the rules? Tacos?
I know, right? I was about to say, I'm trying to take a break from tacos.
You trying to take a break from tacos?
I love Mexican food.
Me too. Me too. And so yeah, I can jump right in and you could tell me what's bad about what I need to stay away from Mexican food. Hey, Shalinthia, you joined at the perfect time because I know you love Mexican food too. And and we started off by talking about Taco Tuesday, and we're here to talk about nutrition. And so, what are some things at the Mexican restaurant that will send us our gut into a bad place?
Mm, it's all processed, honestly, especially the Mexican restaurants here. And it's very starchy. They love starch, Mexicans.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very starchy. A lot of other countries love starch. Like I went to Africa and all I had was rice and more rice and potatoes and rice and rice. It was a lot.
It was a lot.
Yeah.
Whew, child. Okay. All right.
But
So,
enjoy. Hey, listen, live your life. Enjoy. It's all about moderation. So,
okay. All right. So,
live. Taco Tuesday.
yes, we had steak, soft tacos, and guac. I love guac. So that's what we had tonight. So Amber, I thank you so much for accepting the invite to join the BrownStone experience, which is a wellness, fashion, and beauty experience inside of the Black woman community. And what we do in our wellness component is we focus on one topic each month. So in January,
Okay.
we're focused on spirituality and self-care. And this month, we're focused on health and holistic living, right? Nutrition. So we want to just learn what we can, right? Student of life, learn as much as we can. How should we approach our nutrition if we're just starting off? If we just want to live healthier and not necessarily go on some huge diet, right? But
Hmm.
make healthier choices throughout the day. So Amber got the juice is here and she is in Atlanta. Yes. She in the ATL. I'm
Yeah.
in Dallas for anyone who doesn't know. And Amber is going to, we have 3 points that we're going to touch on, but we definitely want y'all to put questions in the chat if you have questions for Amber. And she's here to help us out. So welcome, Amber.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yes, yes. So let's pull it back from Taco Tuesday and let's talk about let's talk about what our plate should look like on should we focus on breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or should we just start with breakfast? What should our plate look like? And I will say, can we focus? Well, ask me. I mean, tell me. For women, is it different, right? Because we're so hormonal. So, are there some foods that maybe are better for women than our men on the channel, or even women who have sons who are feeding their sons as well?
Okay. So no, your plate, everybody's plate should look the same, whether you're man or female. The difference is the portion control. Like men can process more sugar than us, more carbs than us, even more protein. If you were to research, you would see like them breaking down like the max a male can take is this much, and the max woman they recommend it's a certain amount of grams for each sex. But your plate should look the exact same. And the perfect plate, just to kind of keep it kind of broad, it needs to have a protein, a fat, and a fiber in your plate. Every meal should have a protein, fat, and a fiber. So say if you were cooking lunch, so your protein could be chicken, it can be turkey, or if you're vegan, beans, mushrooms, and then your fiber would be some greens, some dark leafy greens and some good fiber, or you can do like quinoa, couscous if you're doing like a healthier plate and not Taco Tuesday. And then your fat will be what you cook your vegetables and your meat in. So that's your sesame seed oil, that's your grapeseed oil, that's your avocado oil. I don't recommend that you cook your food in olive oil. I know that's what we were raised, canola oil
Okay.
and olive oil. No, because that turns it into unhealthy fat, and that's what we want to stay away from when we are eating our food. So definitely stick with the oils like sesame, grapeseed oil, things like that. Now it's okay if you want to put olive oil on your salad because you're not cooking it, you're not touching it with heat. So if you were to do olive oil, try to keep it with something that's cold as a little dressing.
Got it. So I was
Yeah.
actually refilling up on our oil from Costco the other day, and the avocado oil was like double the price of the grapeseed oil. And
Hmm.
I said, now I wonder if this grapeseed oil is any good. But I bought it anyway because I had never bought it before. And the big, huge thing was
Hmm.
like I said, half the price of avocado. So you're telling us grapeseed oil is good.
Yes. I actually personally use grapeseed oil, everything because it doesn't have a taste.
Mm-hmm.
Avocado has a little taste. Sesame seed oil has a taste.
Mm-hmm.
Grapeseed doesn't have a taste at all. So if
Mm-hmm.
you're looking for oil that doesn't really have a taste, I would say grapeseed
Grapeseed
is the
oil.
way to go. Yeah.
Cool, cool. So that's for every meal. The protein, the fat, the fiber for every meal.
Every meal, yeah. Try to implement those three things. So there's a
Okay.
lot of healthy fats. I mean, you do avocado, there's nuts, but it's mostly going to be the oils that you want to focus on with the healthy fats. And then like lean meats, you get healthy fats from that, but you got to be careful when you are picking your meats, and make sure that it doesn't have all of those extra components that they inject in the meats. So you
Yeah.
want to be careful with that. And fiber, the list is long with that. You got fruit that has a lot of fiber. You have a lot of green vegetables that have a lot of fiber, and then you have those grains that have a lot of fiber. And then protein.
Protein.
Everybody know what kind of protein you get. So it's a long list. So it's stuff that you can kind of play with to make sure that you're hitting those points. Because
Yeah.
what that also does, you will be able to be healthier, and you will be able to experience weight loss if that's something that you want to do. Because you have all three of those components, and you'll be able to balance your blood sugar as well. And that's very important to keep your blood sugar levels at a good space, because if it's too high, that's when disease comes. And then if it's too low, that's when your body is starting to break down and not be able to function the way it is. You start getting weak, fatigue, headaches, things like that. So you want to continue to keep your blood sugar at a good
So
level.
Amber, you haven't said anything about starch.
So fiber starch. So
Oh,
quinoa,
okay.
okay, wild rice,
Okay.
starch, sweet potatoes.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I think, yeah. I mean, starches, well, I don't want to use the word carbs. Let's say carbs. Because some starches are like, doesn't process well in your body.
Yeah.
And we get addicted to starch. I know a lot of people that love starch. It's very filling. So let's use carbs. Carbs is still good. People think carbs is a bad thing, but we actually need carbs for energy.
Okay.
So yeah.
So it's those good carbs we gotta find. It
Hmm.
goes back to the if it's white, kind of stay away from it, right? The
Yeah, if it's
rice,
white. Hmm.
potatoes, the bread. But we can eat brown rice, quinoa, couscous. Okay. What I mean, that makes your relationship with starch not so toxic.
Yeah,
Okay.
like yeah. I
Got
know the keto diet is a thing now. And I think with keto, you stay away from a lot of the carbs and things like that. But
Yes.
with me, I encourage it.
Yeah.
Definitely encourage it. Yeah. It's all about the right ones, though.
Yes. Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. Does anyone have any questions for us they want to put out in the chat? What you want to ask Amber? Amber is a certified nutrition coach. And I ordered your tummy powder. Tell me the name of the Amber.
Tummy reset powder. You did.
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Because I try to do a protein shake every morning. Well, I wouldn't call it a protein shake, just a smoothie, a green smoothie. And I put hemp protein in it. And I saw your tummy reset, and I think that I should add it to that, right?
Yeah. You
Okay.
will love it. You will love it. Definitely. I put it in my smoothie every morning.
Okay.
So yeah.
Because gut health.
Gut
Gut health,
health.
everything.
Yes. Yep.
All
That's
right.
my main focus is gut health.
Got it.
Um,
We do have a
it,
question. I'm sorry,
okay.
Amber.
Go ahead.
Okay. Is there a benefit to a gluten-free diet?
Yes.
Hmm.
So if you're a person that experiencing like constipation or a lot of inflammation in your body, um, then removing gluten from your diet is you're going to see major benefits from that. So I guess it all depends on what you're going through in that moment. Um, that you may want to start removing certain things out of your diet to see if that's what's causing it, and gluten could be one of those things. So I
Gluten.
know gluten, one of the main symptoms from gluten is constipation and inflammation in somebody's body.
That's interesting. That's interesting. All right. So the next thing we want to talk about is supplements. I know it's good to have a good cocktail, right, of what supplements you want to take every day. So what supplements should we be taking?
Um, Definitely you need to find some type of multivitamin, because our bodies thrive from minerals and vitamins. So you want to find a good multivitamin supplement that you can take daily, especially if you're not a person that get your vegetables in and get your vegetables and fruits in.
Mm-hmm.
Find a multivitamin. Another thing is definitely vitamin D. I know that's been like a big thing since the whole coronavirus been out. Um, researchers are saying that if you are low in vitamin D, it's going to be hard for you to fight off the virus. So we want to make sure, especially Black people, because we don't like getting the sun. So make sure you are getting some type of supplement as vitamin D. The next one I will say is get some type of a supplement that has a lot of antioxidants in it.
Mm-hmm.
And one that I personally like to take every day is moringa. Moringa has a lot of antioxidants, and when you have a lot of antioxidants in your body, it's able to fight off a lot of bacteria, bad bacteria, out of your body, so it can keep you nice and healthy and your immune system up. So you definitely want to try that. Um, I would say sea moss. I know sea moss is a big thing. Do
Yes.
you have sea moss?
In the capsule form.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
okay. My multivitamin has sea moss in it.
Okay.
So sea moss is good, but be careful um, where you buying it from, because it has gotten so popular, and people who are selling it, it doesn't really have those minerals that they are selling, saying that it's got 92 minerals in it, but in
Yeah.
actuality, it could have like 4 or 5. But even if it has 4 or 5, that's still good. You're getting something out of that supplement, but be very careful where you getting that supplement, because I'm just a little concerned. It got a little popular, and I
Yeah.
know a few people are taking advantage of the popularity and they just looking at it as some money. So be careful with that. Um,
We have a question, Amber.
okay.
Can you suggest a good multivitamin, a good brand?
So I personally use. I can grab it real quick.
Okay. We're gonna get the brand for you, Stacy girl. Hey y'all, thank
Um,
you for joining tonight.
so this is a Black-owned company. It's actually a multi-mineral. Um, I can type down there where I got it from, but he's a pharmacist. Now he's a plant-based pharmacist,
Okay.
And his Instagram is Dr. Holistic. I can type it on down here.
Okay.
Yeah, that's his Instagram. Dr. Holistic. He has multi minerals. He has a detox tea. He has uh, iron pills. I know a lot of people are low in iron. I got tested. They told me I need to get more iron in my body, so I ordered some from him. So reason why I like him because he is a pharmacist.
Mm-hmm.
And now he's now focusing on the holistic route. So he has the knowledge. He's been done the schooling.
Mm-hmm.
He knows what he's talking about. So
Yes, 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 yes.
I love him.
Good, 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 good. Give us the resources. I love it. All right, so those are your daily supplements. Pretty good. Pretty, and so I have moringa, I have a sea moss, and then I have a multivitamin, and then I also have vitamin D.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Okay. All right, ladies. So I hope you wrote those down to at least give you a good start of what supplements we should be taking. And lastly, we want to talk about, we touched on it a little bit. We want to talk about what foods can we avoid? Should we be avoiding? We touched on it a little bit about when Ty asked about gluten, stay away from certain foods, gluten-free foods, or move towards gluten-free foods if you having some issues, some digestive issues. But overall, what do you think some foods that we can stay away from?
Overall, I would say stay away from or just limit because I don't want to say stay away because we're human, so we're gonna dabble. So I would say limit your intake when it comes to processed foods. And when I say processed foods, that means they did some chemistry to it. They had to do things to create whatever you're eating. Because a lot of foods that we're eating now was not even a thing back when our grandmas and
Right.
grandpas were living. So you want to try to stick with foods that it is how it was when it grew out of the ground or came about. So you want to implement more of those. So I would say in a nutshell, a lot of the refined sugars, you want to stay away from those. And you can find those in chips. You can find it in candy, cookies, cakes, um, juices, and then breads. A lot of the breads are very processed, so you want to try to get with the sprouted breads. And my favorite is Ezekiel bread and spelt bread. Those are sprouted breads. They have less processed things done to them, so you want to stick with the sprouted breads. Um, and then with vegetables, you want to limit the too much starchy vegetables, like corn. I
Mm-hmm.
love corn,
Me
but
too. And my baby do too.
yeah, corn was my favorite food when I was a child. So I absolutely love corn. So I just eat that in moderation, but it doesn't really process well in our stomach. It doesn't really break down. So you want to stay away from that. So yeah, just try to incorporate more whole foods
Mm,
and limit the processed foods. So let me just say that. So for
gotcha.
this,
Gotcha. So if you're gonna have like a cheat day or the weekend, you're gonna eat more freely. You might pick up your processed foods, but our daily routine should be very low processed foods.
yeah,
Not good for the gut.
absolutely,
Got it.
absolutely.
Got it. Well, I mean, you helped me out. I'm sure you helped. If we have any more questions, we do have a no. Dr. Boo said that corn comes straight out of my baby's diaper.
Okay, it does. It
Yes.
it absolutely does.
It does. It does. Do we have one more question before we let Amber with the juice go for tonight? Um, and I will summarize, ladies, like we always do. What we share tonight, very, very helpful. Very short, very sweet, but very, very helpful. Especially focusing on what should be on our plate. So I don't see a question coming in. Hey, Try. I don't see a question coming in. So I'm going to summarize. Okay, ladies?
Okay.
The first thing we shared is what should be on our plate. So with every meal, regardless if you're male or female, we should have a protein, a fat, and a fiber on our plate. And I will summarize in another one of our platforms, like the details we got into, like what proteins, where you get your fat from. We talked a lot about oils, really helpful information there, and then where you can get that fiber from as well. We covered what supplements should we be taking daily. And Amber gave us a moringa. She gave us sea moss, a multivitamin, and then vitamin D. And then she shared with us Dr. Holistic, who is a Black-owned pharmacist who has turned or started a supplement business where we can go buy some of them from. So we definitely want to support that. And then lastly, we should be avoiding processed foods as much as possible, limiting as much as possible. I
You did a
got
good job. You did a good job. Yeah.
I had to listen, girl. Well, again, I appreciate you and thank you for joining the BrownStone experience. We'll be in touch.
Thank you so much. You have a great night.
You too. Bye bye. Taco Tuesday.
Bye.